All right. So now let's talk about the CAT preparation. So because being a BCom, the first question that comes to the mind, I'll talk about your preparation later on कि maths कैसे पढ़ा. मेरे को सबका यही doubt रहता BCom, BMH, all the non-engineer कि sir maths नहीं हो पा रहा. I went for BCom, leaving science and engineering because of maths. And again, maths is going to come back and haunt me. So was you scared of maths as well? If yes, how you come out of this?
Definitely, sir. Maths is something that obviously, in terms of percentile, no, I'm doing good as per my own standards. But again, even in the mocks and all, my percentile did not go up. But apparently, I ended up scoring the best percentile in quant in my actual CAT. So I mean, it depends. So I was a good student in maths initially, but then the engineer fear in terms of CAT, in terms of quant, that these guys are quant gods, that definitely catches up to you as a non-engineer. So in terms of how I went about it was basically again the standard procedure, do all your basics and practice questions regularly. I was also working, so I did not have a lot of time during the day. So I made sure that in a week I gave at least two quant sectionals, and my mock in the weekend was also fixed. So that was my preparation strategy in terms of quants. Obviously, I dedicated much more time to quant than verbal because my verbal was better always. So that ways, another major thing that helped me was identifying my strengths and weaknesses. Because let's say if I'm not good in number system, I kind of left the difficult questions there and rather try to focus on uh, algebra or arithmetic, which were my strong areas. So
I'm
that
not going to
identification was very useful.
leave it that openly. I have this syllabus in front of me. Okay? So
Right.
I want to go deep down because this is every non-genius problem area. Can you see the screen? Can you see the topics?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
let's have the arithmetic. So according to me, it's impossible to score 98 percentile plus in CAT ka any exam if you're weak in arithmetic. So I assume apne you might have focused more on arithmetic and arithmetic might have been strong by the end of.
Yes, sir, definitely. Arithmetic was something that is also very intuitive, and it comes to you with practice. It is not very formula driven. So arithmetic was definitely one of my strong points from the and focus points also from the very beginning, because I used to find arithmetic comparatively easier than the others.
Right. And modern maths. What about the modern maths? All the topic logs, function graph, coordinate geometry, modulus, inequality, because these are the in thing today in the CAT exam.
Right, sir. I mean, modern maths was always a bit shaky. I did not attempt very difficult questions from modern math. I mean, I used to keep them for my second round. I used to finish all the arithmetic and the easy questions first, and then used to come back to modern math. Logs or let's say trigonometry were still doable, but something like functions or coordinate geometry, I was never able to do it.
So this
I
is
still
the
managed to score decent. Yeah,
point I want to make home here. Even toppers, those who are in IIM Bangalore, IIM Ahmedabad, are they also have weak area, strong area. You can't become God in every area. Fine. And after talking to any of the topper, you will realize that they know how to manage their time, how to manage their strong area, weak area. So if you can manage yourself, I think nobody can stop you. So like you say, we are this is the main point now. Because of function graph and logs, people quit CAT. नहीं यार मैं CAT नहीं दूंगा बहुत टफ है ये है वो अरे मत करो यार बाकी एरिया पे फोकस करो. There are other areas as well which you can help you clear the cutoff. And being a non-engineer, you get 3 to 5% extra marks in almost every college. So that will give you extra brownie points. So modern maths you said is one area which you left. Any other area, numbers, geometry, time, speed, distance, PNC, which you felt was your bad area?
no, so geometry was something that was always doable. I mean, I did the theorems and with practice. I mean, initially it was not, but with practice, geometry is something that can be developed. And I would urge everyone to not like completely leave geometry also, because geometry is something that if you devote time, you can do it. It
You can
it
do it.
it looked daunting to me in the beginning, and time, speed, work, and PNC were. I mean, yeah, these were easy to me. So yeah, I did that from the beginning.
Right. So again, all depend upon how much. Okay, now we move to the main part. How many months it took you? It will take me. Suppose I'm a BCom grad. How many months it will take me to improve my maths? And by improvement, mean first of all, how much you scored in maths in the final, if you remember,
So I remember my percentile was 98.8.
in
I don't
maths,
remember the
quant, in quant,
quant. Yes,
98.8.
that is math.
Okay. So 99 percentile, I guess, is 14 question correct. So let's talk around 12. Let's keep it on 12 question right. So how many 12 नहीं होगा 14 होगा. I think 14 या 15 तक जाएगा आपका. 15 question correct. So how many months of preparation?
I mean, so it's again how much time you can devote, but if you're devoting like an hour or 2 hours daily, then and you are starting from scratch, you have not done anything, then 6 to 8 months is a good enough time. I mean, you can do better than 15 questions definitely if you put an hour a day for 6 to 8 months straight, with proper practice in terms of mocks and all. That is definitely doable.
Right. I've just
Because I started. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Sorry. Carry on. You just started?
No. I started somewhere around May, and the exam was in November. So I think my first 2 months I just did my revision and the basics and the easier questions, and then I started practicing through various mocks and modules and sectionals. Yeah.
Superb. So even if I start today, I can do it. 6 months ka time is enough. Again, depend upon how much time you're going to dedicate. So I'm just open up the sheets. CAT score versus percentile. So 99 percentile is 36 marks in quant. This is this year paper. You are CAT 2020, right?
Yes.
So which means 12 question right.
Okay.
So this was the 12 question right. Fine. Perfect. So guys, he's in front of you. He's telling the same thing which everyone will say ki bhai, no, you can't be God in every area. So of course, if your verbal is strong, then try to survive the quant session so that I can do more and try to do better in the other areas where you're good in. Quant ho gaya, DLR ho gaya. DLR, verbal and DLR, everyone is same. So I can't say I'm an engineer or non-engineer. Nobody have any advantage. Main problem, I think, come maths. Within maths also, especially the modern maths. I still don't know why they have to give 8 questions out of these topics. And then give 5 marks extra to non-engineer. Kyun de rahe ho bhai? Such a topic nikal do. Then you don't need to give extra marks to anybody. Okay. Once you join the college, do you feel any kind of this thing that you are a BCom grad, so you will not be able to cope up with your MBA preparation of this, or same for everybody?
No, sir, it's very same. Everybody starts on the same page. Though, I mean, there's not a lot of maths involved here, right? It's a lot of application and it's a lot of case understanding. So if you have general logic, general understanding, if you read the news, if you read what is happening in the business domain, and you know things, you'll be able to catch up. And even if you don't, you will have to do it once you enter a business. So that way it's pretty much manageable.
Right. And even if you have to use maths, you have to calculate, the calculators are there. So you are allowed to use calculator before MBA, you are allowed to use calculator after MBA, during MBA, but just during the exam, you're not allowed to use calculator. You're not allowed to use a scientific calculation and all. Otherwise, har jagah tumhare paas, you have all the tools. You just need to know how to manage all these tools. I think that's all MBA is all about.
Definitely, sir.
Right. Superb. So can I know about your academic record? Because IMB means academic record, strong academic record.
Right, sir. I mean, I am from the Assam State Board, so I scored a 94 there. So, and then in my 12th, I scored a 96.6 from commerce. And in my grad, I had a 8.8.
That sells. Yeah, IMB is obviously focused on that. And you had experience, or you have no experience?
Yes, sir. I have 2 years of work at a Bain Capability Center.
So all these points added to your score. That's what. So I am Bangalore ka hai yaar. They are very focused on academic record and work experience as well. I think highest marks, they are giving highest marks for experience across all the other IIMs. Superb.
Yes.
Superb.